I want to start trying to refurbish these door handles I got from my friend Rick. This seems to be the best one. Has the most vinyl left on it. But you notice, I just noticed there's two different styles. This one has a strip of chrome, and this one doesn't. It was all completely covered in vinyl and shows the color coming through, so it'd have to be repainted. Now, the back side of this one looks more rusted as well. So I'm going to try to get these screws out, see if it'll come apart, and I'll try it again on this one as well. Just see if I can get those apart and see what's underneath. So the screws came out relatively easy. They look like wood screws. And then this one came apart relatively easy. Looks like sheet metal backing with vinyl wrapped over. I believe this used to be foam. I don't know if it caught fire or that's the way it rots or what happened there, but it would have to be replaced. So what I would think I would do is maybe try to get some hard foam and reproduce this piece and then wrap it with some, fake vinyl, leather looking vinyl similar to what my seat covers are, and put it back together. And of course, the bottom side, I would paint that, treat it for the rust and paint it up, make it look, similar to the color of the inside of the truck. The anodized bronze, Rust-Oleum anodized bronze is the interior color for my truck. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And I guess worst case is I can even make a piece of wood that fits in there and smooth it out. I don't know if I'm that good, but I could certainly try. So I got a plan. This is the one with the chrome on it. I pried it apart. What you see is it's just vinyl wrapped around a metal base with this, must be foam rubber I'm pushing on with my thumb. So I'm sure that it could all be reproduced with some junk from Joann Fabrics or something. So I might give that a shot. It's pretty interesting. I guess another more likely question to ask is, do I want to remove that chrome? It looks like there's little tabs. It just floats in. So if I pry those tabs open, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then that chrome should just fall off. And then this metal piece I can, treat the rust, sand it down, and then paint the little bit of it that shows. It's like black on the bottom, so I don't even really need to paint it. Barely any of it shows, but I'll spend some time polishing that chrome. Matter of fact, I wonder if I can bolt that down while I polish it before I take it off. Might be easier. So check this out. I got the polisher working again, and just a side-by-side comparison. That almost looks new again. I'm gonna clamp this one down and give it a shot. And then once I get that done, then I'll take the chrome off because it's a good holder for it while I'm polishing it. I gotta say, even that one that was had all the black on it, I thought it was corrosion. It came out really nice. I'm tempted to go do my hubcaps again now that I kind of get this thing working. That's awesome. But it did take a toll on the disc. Because I keep catching these edges. There's some sharp edges on there, right here. When it catches those, it just slices it right off. But that's cool. I think now I'll try to peel that chrome off and then treat the rust and then spray those. So I'm down in the basement now, just taking this apart. This is that top piece. You see all the rust in there. Now I got one apart already. The vinyl's all worn out. This is the base. This is the pad. And the vinyl stretches over it. And I was able to purchase from a local fabric place called Discount Fabrics. That's a pretty close match to what I have. This is what I have on the seat. And that's pretty close. And now I'm just trying to get this apart without ruining it. I don't know how I'd ruin it, but just slowly taking it apart. What I'm going to use this is kind of flatten it out after I get it apart. and use it as a pattern to cut the other piece. So just taking my time, taking it apart. What I'll do is I'll take this metal piece, bring it upstairs, and give it the wire wheel treatment to get rid of the rust. You can see that vinyl's, you know, all ruined. But I don't know what I'm going to do is with this pad. I don't know, maybe chemical. You know what? I bet chemical spilled on that. That's why it's like that. But, okay, here's the other one. So this pad's in pretty good shape. So if I can get this pad off and get it back on, I'll use it again. And this one here, I'm thinking if I could find some great stuff, you know, that foam filler, and just kind of spray it on there and it adheres to it, and then sand it smooth or cut it smooth, might work out. But I'll have to flatten this out. Let me just see if I can separate this from the metal, just so I can clean the metal up with the wire wheel. All sorts of rust on there. We got this scraper thing. Really, the glue doesn't really, if it was even glued. Yeah, okay, so it came right out. So I'll bring those up into the garage and hit them with the wire wheel. And maybe just clean these up a little bit, these foam pads. And I'll try to like reupholster this. So while the metal pieces are, I wire wheeled them and they're drying, I was starting to study, you know, what I'm going to do to get this back to where it was, or how to reuse it or replace it or whatever. And I'm looking at it and go, you know, this feels like a fat piece of neoprene. And I have neoprene. This is self-stick neoprene. It's part of that gasket, that leftover gasket that I don't need. So I'm wondering if I could just get it to stick right in there. You know, I'll cut out some of this damaged material with this razor and try to put the neoprene right to it and try to glue it and stick it there, and eventually it'll be held in place by the vinyl. So I'm thinking that's the way to go. I figure I got nothing to lose by trying this. I'll lose a finger if I don't pay attention to what I'm doing with this razor blade, but just very carefully just trying to make a straight edge. So this is kind of like the same thickness. It'll go this way because this is peel and stick. I'll just cut the piece out, go right across there, or it's a little wider here, maybe do it like this, cut it across here, across there. I think that's all I'm going to do. I think it's going to work. Kind of happy with the way this came out. I got the chrome back on. This is all painted. I painted it the same color as the interior of the truck. Not that anybody's going to see it, really. Because once the upholstery's over this, you're never going to see any of this. So, but it's just those details I like to try to make it look good. So the next step is I put this chrome on. I just got to snap these little tabs in here. Bend them back down so they'll stay on. I can do that without scratching the chrome. I'm trying to figure out which tool to use. I guess bend it with that, and then that. And this one here. Okay. And this was the better of the pads, so I'm going to do this one first. Sprayed this all, we treated it for rust. Never really figured out how to clean the bottom of this, but whatever. Put that there. That's going to go there, but it's going to get wrapped with the new vinyl piece. So I got to cut that to size next. I was hoping to use the old vinyl as like a pattern, but can't get it to really unfold and lay flat too easily. So I can probably just eyeball it and cut it with the scissors. And I'm going to clear my workspace first, get this cleared off, get it clean before I go any further. Not the exact result I wanted. A little too wrinkly. I got a corner that popped out. I got to get it back in there. But I think when I get it done and get these wrinkles out and tighten it up, it's going to look good. See, I got to retain with just these 2 screws. I think if I loosen these up and start pushing in with like I have a plastic like spatula tool, I think that'll take those wrinkles out and shove that in where it's got to be. That's going to be what I'm going to try next. Okay, took about 5 tries, but I finally kind of got it. See, there's masking tape, because I kind of tape it down and then clamp it in place. This corner didn't come out quite as good as I wanted it to. Oh, look, any imperfections, they show. I might have to take this apart again, clean it up, do it again. Here comes the big reveal. All right, there it is installed. I'm holding the light in one hand, the camera with the other. But everything's back together. Came out pretty nice. I kind of like it. I think it's a nice touch. See a lot of trucks without any kind of handle. This one seems to have a deluxe handle with a piece of chrome on it, so I'm really happy. Thanks again to my friend Rick Foley in New Hampshire. Really appreciate it, buddy. And looking forward to bringing this to the first show on Tuesday. Thanks for watching.